Welcome back to the Butler Beat. Anyone who has seen NBC's show The Office knows character Michael Scott's catchphrase, "That's what she said." This past Monday night, Pause and Gear used the phrase not as a punchline, but to educate students.
Monday night, Butler students entered JH 141 for some Qdoba and a chance to learn about sexual health. The program, previously called Everything You Didn't Learn in High School, consisted of a moderator who read questions people had written prior to the event and a panel of experts, or sexperts as they were called, to answer any questions students had asked either anonymously or by raising their hand. Pause President Diane Madikow discusses the history of That's What She Said.
In high school, and one of our members was working with birth control for her senior thesis and discovered that a lot of people just had absent-only sex education, and she said that, Pause, it's part of wellness, that we need to step up to the plate and just help students educate themselves about what it means to be sexually healthy.
Students' reactions ran the gamut from awkward giggles to flat-out laughter to the sexperts' answers. So what did students think about the program?
Well, I went last year, so a lot of this information was repeated, but overall, yeah, it's good to come back and learn some stuff from us experts, and just keep information fresh. It's always good to know, any information you can is helpful.
I wouldn't say I learned a lot. My school actually didn't do abstinence. They did a pretty general sex education, so that was helpful. But I did learn a few things, so it was helpful to come here.
For the Butler Beat, I'm Annie Ryback. Butler is home to many different choirs and musical groups, but none of them serve the same purpose as Voices of Deliverance. Here's Kyle Inskeep with the story.
Voices of Deliverance Gospel Choir is more than just a choir, it's a ministry. According to the group's website, their purpose is not only to entertain audiences with their voices, but to also minister to them through song. This is what sophomore Lydia Johnson enjoys most about being a member of Voices of Deliverance.
My favorite thing about Voices of Deliverance is that it gives me an opportunity to sing, and it also serves as a place where we can get together and learn more about God and serve as a ministry to the people who listen to the music we sing.
The group has been recognized as a student organization for more than 10 years. During this time, they have performed at several on-campus events, as well as various community events, including the Indianapolis Mini Marathon. An event the group always looks forward to performing at is the annual Butler University Gospel Fest.
This is my second time performing at Gospel Fest with Voices of Deliverance. The fact that it's a sold-out concert, it's a really great experience. The energy it includes is electrifying. Gospel Fest is something that I look forward to every year.
Previous musical experience is not a requirement to become a member of Voices of Deliverance. All that is asked of new members is that they come ready and willing to learn a new song.
You don't have to have any prior experience in singing. All of our voices blend together as a choir, so it doesn't matter if you're not the best singer, just as long as you work hard.
If you're interested in checking out Voices of Deliverance for yourself, the group's next performance on campus will be Thursday, April 9th at 8 p.m. in the Riley Room. For the Butler Beat, I'm Kyle Inskeep.
The planets aren't just rocks in our solar system. The planets is also a huge undertaking by the symphony here on campus. This past weekend, the Butler Symphony Orchestra held a concert unlike any it's held before. While it was playing Gustav Holst's famous piece, The Planets, digital images floated overhead, helping set the mood. Conductor Richard Alden Clark led the symphony in its performance.
The intramural playoff season is upon us, and this year's tournament participants get a very special treat. The Butler's Marcy Mangan reports.
Intramural season began at the beginning of the semester, and the playoffs have officially begun. Many students, like Doug Barnack of the Fighting Squirrels, play intramurals to bond with friends while getting a workout in.
I just started playing with the Fighting Squirrels this semester for basketball. I just love to get out there with my friends, play hard, have fun, joke around. It's a good time.
The games have been played on the basketball courts of the HRC, but the two lucky teams that make it to the championship game get to face off at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse. Lynn Vogel of Team Mom J says it will be exciting to play in the championships.
I think that we get to play it in Hinkle. It's really fun. We went to the championship in spring sports last year, so we got to play there, and it was really cool.
Some students, like Brett Pizzuto, dedicate their extra time to refereeing other teams' games.
This is actually my first time refereeing girls intramurals. I've been refereeing since the season started about a month ago.
And he says that while it is fun to have such a position, the job can still be stressful.
And you got a lot of players out there complaining about a lot of calls, so you got to deal with that. But going out and playing, it's just fun.
Pizzuto says if he doesn't get to play in the championship game, reffing would be the next best thing. The championship games will be played on March 23rd and will include entertainment such as three-point shootouts and Blue the Bulldog. For the Butler Beat, I'm Marcy Mangan.
The Butler women's basketball team is 12-4 after their game against Green Bay on Saturday. It was senior day and the team honored its veteran players before the game. Melanie Thornton celebrated her honors by leading the Lady Bulldogs on the court with 14 points to go along with 11 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 4 steals. Fellow senior Susan Lester chipped in with 8 points and junior Brittany Bowen added 10 points as well as 5 rebounds. But Green Bay was too much for Butler, outscoring the Dogs 30-26 in the second half to take the win 61-54. The Lady Bulldogs now sit in third in the Horizon League with 2 games left to go in the regular season. Thanks for watching this week's Butler Beat. I'm Adam Ross.
And I'm Annie Ryback.